What is up, guys? My name is MipZ and welcome back for yet another League of Legends video. So today we're playing a champion that I guess you could say she's kind of explosive. We are of course playing Tristana. She's an absolutely amazing ADC. She can actually also be played in other lanes, which can also be really fun. You can also kind of play her as an AP, but today we're playing her as the standard ADC. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy this one. For those of you who haven't been on any of my videos before or haven't been on this type of series before, then what we're going to be doing in this video is that we're going to only be focusing on how to play Tristana in terms of the macro play, meaning the early, mid, and late game, the decision making, and all the stuff that goes into this. And I'm going to be using this game as an example for that. If you don't know her mechanics, then instead I've left a link for my other video where I only focus on explaining the mechanics of playing Tristana, meaning the abilities, the combos, the advanced combos, and all of this. But in this one, we will solely be focusing on the macro play. For those of you who are new in here, make sure to go ahead and subscribe down below. Click that little button. I would really greatly appreciate it. It's been insane seeing how much you guys have supported me lately. So thank you for that from the very bottom of my heart. And also, if you want to see me live, go to twitch.tv/MipZ_live. I stream every single Friday. And of course, if you enjoy this video or find it helpful or something else, I would really appreciate it if you click that like button. Anyway, as we're moving into the early game, we'll kind of first start about talking a little bit about what Tristana is good at and why you want to be picking her. So first of all, Tristana is a super fun champion. She is extremely good in the hands of the right player. The thing is that she's actually a quite easy champ to learn, but one that's, I would say, hard to master, but not really. But like, the thing is, with her, it's very easy to learn her on a very basic level and do well on her. But in the hands of a master, then she becomes absolutely ridiculous. She is so freaking strong that it's insane. So right here, we can actually go for an all-in. So this is what we're going to be trying to do. We're going to do as much damage. I am tanking too many minions, so we'll back out again. But that was a very, very good start trade for us. So we'll just kind of start making sure we get our farm here. And hopefully we can get a level 3 power spike, which should open up another engage for us. Or if or not, Nautilus actually does something here. We want to be looking. There was a really nice grab he did at the very start there. Really enjoyed that. No, but Tristana is actually an amazing champion in the hands of the right player. And it's one of those, oh, we gotta be careful here. Oh, I did not see this. We are probably gonna be dead here. I'm gonna try and find my way out of this. But the red buff is probably gonna finish off us. God dang it, man. All right, that was really, really poorly played by us. I did not think of Kindred being here already. That was a complete overextend. It doesn't really matter. I'm going to make sure that we get fed in this game. This is, yeah, as you guys know, commonly here in the beginning, sometimes things go off a little wrong because I focus on actually explaining some stuff and just kind of making it a bit more entertaining, while the gameplay at the beginning usually is a lot of farming. But the thing with Tristana is that she's insane in the hands of the right player. Like, she becomes an absolute beast. And there's so much outplay potential with her because she has kind of a different twist than a lot of other ADCs. That is that Tristana is actually... I can see if they're out of sync. I can take this. She's gonna be dead. Thank you. Basically in the hands of the right player, like, sometimes it's better going for an offensive play on Tristana than going for a defensive one. And we'll be talking much more about this as we go into the mid to late game. But the thing with Trist is you're not really picking her for her early game. I'm not saying she's bad in early game, but she's not amazing either. What she is that she's an all-in champ in the early game. She's really bad at poking. This is not what she's good at. She can poke a little bit if you get your explosive mine onto the turret and you push them up there, or you can try and get an out attack in when they're trying to go farm. But her poke is not really that good. What she's really good at is to exploit her power spikes, her level 2, her level 3, her level 6 power spikes. all of these things are where she really shines. You can see these all-ins. It's so hard. Once you are ahead, it's so hard for them to do much about it. The end trade there became really bad, but I was hoping that Nautilus grab would be off pretty soon. Oof. That would be a risky one, but definitely possible. So I want to make sure that we kind of look. For some reason, their Yasuo is down here now. So we're going to be backing out in a little bit. I'm going to be playing it carefully because in not very long, their Lux is going to be back as well. And I don't want this situation at all. So we're going to be playing it carefully. But yeah, here in the early game, then what you want to be looking for is you want to be looking for all ins. This is the reason why Tristana is really amazing when played together with an aggressive support. This is where she really shines. Like something like a Pantheon support, I'm not kidding you, is absolutely ridiculous because whenever he jumps on a target, you can jump on that target, you can literally burst it down in a matter of seconds. When doing basically all ins, then I can strongly advise you to use your E while being in the rocket jump. And the reason for this is that if you use it while being in the rocket jump, then you actually kind of save yourself the hassle of not being able to auto attack, and also the fact that you can't auto attack while being in the jump. But once you hit the target with your rocket jump, so let's imagine that we were to jump on these minions and I rocket jump there, and in the duration of the jump I use my E. Then what basically happens is that as I land on that target, my jump is actually going to give us the very first stack of our E. So this is something that we really want to make sure that we remember. All right, we need some vision. I don't really know what the jungler is because I haven't been looking too much at our map right now. I will try and be a bit more aware of it as we move in here. So right now, I'm thinking Kindred will probably be on her way top side, but I don't think she's there yet. So I'm a little careful. Right here, I know for a fact we can get the kill, so I'm going to go all in. But I was a little afraid because I don't really know where they're... Oh, we can go for some extra damage. A little too late. I didn't really know where the Kindred is. I was thinking she's probably top side because of her stack being here. We can see it on the map. But seeing as I didn't know, I was really afraid of going for that all in. So right here, we want to make sure that we get this stack. And this is one of the reasons why you are picking Tristana. Is she's one of the, if not the best, probably one of the best tower siegers in the entire game, because of the fact that she can put her explosive shot on, or her explosive charge onto a turret. So what we'll do here is we'll actually just push this in, and then we'll go for a real quick back. Wow, missed that one. It's right there. We'll back off. This is going to be a really nice back. We'll be able to get Berserker's Greaves, which is going to be super nice. And also, we're going to be able to build ourselves our non-quiver. So let's get that one and that one. We will build, actually, as our second item afterwards, we will be building the Storm Racer. So we'll buy an extra one of those and a potion. So right there, this is going to be a really nice back for us. And the thing with Tristana is as soon as you're ahead, you actually very quickly reach a point where you can literally just all in every time they overstep their boundaries. So this is what you want to be looking for. With Tristana, there is kind of two types of lanes. There are the favorable lanes and the unfavorable lanes. In the favorable ones, you want to try either to push them under turret to get the armor platings, but not really to go for the kills. Or you want to be going for the kills, meaning that you want to try to freeze the lane in the middle. Wow, I did not think that would hit, actually. This is going to be painful. So I have all these plasma stacks on me. I don't want to risk anything. Just gonna wait for our Nautilus to come back. But you have two options. Either push them under turret in order to go for the armor platings, get extra gold that way, or you want to try and freeze the lane in the middle such that you can actually just go for all ins, or zone them out such that you get more farm, or that you can actually just kill them. In an unfavorable matchup, you're going to have two types of things that can happen. One of them is you can get pushed under your turret, and this can be really difficult for you to actually play versus. And what you want to try and do against this is either you just want to get as much farm as you can, or if you have the option of doing so, then try and shove the lane back out under their turret, because this will actually allow you to not get poked, because they will be too busy getting their own farm under the turret. But if you do push them under their turret, then what you got to be aware of is you have to like ward a lot deeper in order to have information about where their jungler is, such that they don't just kill you every time he comes close. So apparently we're going for a gang on this guy mid. I'm gonna be a little careful. We will get that kill very easily. I don't want to go for anything else. We will just take this ward and we'll walk back down into the lane. Make sure we get our farm. I don't really see, like, this is just one of those where we might as well follow along and get this. It was a pretty decent call. 20 seconds till next Drake, which hopefully with a bit of luck we can set up a kill, or at least we'll shove the lane here to get the prior onto Drake. Gonna be pinging Drake for my team because I really want to tell them that I would like to go for this. And we could actually go for an armor plating right here. I'm gonna be waiting just a split second, get that damage onto their Lux. Oh, this will be painful. So 4 seconds till I have my E. So I will be waiting. We know that Lux does not have her ult, so if they overstep, we can punish really hard. We are a lot stronger in an all-in. I'm going to be warding on Drake. And we want to start thinking about backing, because we can almost finish, like, we can get ourselves a pickaxe, and we're getting closer and closer to finish off our Kraken Slayer, which is going to make us really, really nice. But as we talked about, we're not really picking... Oh my god. I can actually go for it. I should get her. Okay, maybe she survived with 1 HP, right? Yep. I'm not gonna be able to do much here. I can hit this, but I can't get close. I literally cannot go close. All right, we'll back out. That was not... Oh wait, they probably think I'm back. We can probably punish them. All right. They both backed. I'm gonna just go ahead. I'm gonna take this and then we'll back. I hope they were gonna overextend and think I already were backed, but yeah, not gonna happen. So instead, we'll just push that. We'll go back. We'll get a pretty good back here nevertheless. This engage could have gone a lot better by, like, honestly. But the thing is, Nautilus is not a bad combo with Trist, but having something that really can go all in very, very easily can be advantageous, especially if you are a newer player, or if you're playing with a friend and trying to figure it out, and playing with something that really can just very easily go all in, like a Pantheon or something like that, can make things really easy for you. In terms of counters for Tristana, then she's very easily countered by something like a Draven, Lucian, Severe, Brand, Lux, Morgana, these type of champions that can either catch her with a snare really hard, or that has both good pushing potential and really good trading potential. It's right here. Oh, we want to make sure we dodge this. This should be a free kill. Very nicely played by Nautilus. And what I want to emphasize, and what you could see I did there, was I knew this snare was coming. I was kind of waiting for it to see where it landed before going for my all-in, such that I wouldn't get caught in a snare and then sitting there. I tried to play my position first before I went all in. Oh, wow. I am not going to be able to. There we go. Gonna be a sweep. I played this really bad. I thought they were going to continue this way, and I committed to a play where I wanted to jump over here, use the jump or the plant in order to continue my jump onto them, and then just finish off that one target. But they turned around, ran the other way, which I really did not plan on. But I committed to that play, and I felt like at that point it was the best decision, but it ended up not being, and I ended up actually wasting a lot of time running that way. But it's gonna be nice. We can back now. We can get our Kraken Slayer. We're slowly starting to become really, really fed, which is amazing. We can get this, and actually gonna get ourselves a control ward, and we'll swap out our far side. There we go. All right, so we're 4-1-2 now with 110 farm. Our farm is not amazing, but we are ahead of their Kai'Sa by a significant amount. And we should be able to pretty easily go for all-ins on these targets. I'm a little unsure what Nautilus is doing here, since he's literally all in without me anywhere close to them. So he's probably just going to be giving them a kill. I don't know if he didn't realize I wasn't there or what just happened, but sure. So the thing I can do now is they probably used a lot of their cooldowns. I don't want to be going for a 1v2. But what I can do is I can look for whether or not they split up. So if I see Lux suddenly moving off in some weird direction, then I want to be looking for an all-in onto this Kai'Sa, because I will be winning that fight for sure. So right here, I see my Warwick here. She used her snare. I should be able to kill this very easily. I should have used heal here. I did not think I had heal back, but whatever. That ended up turning out very poorly at the end. All right, we can finish off this item. It is going to be a start. But yeah, as we kind of start moving into the mid to late game, then again, what you want to do, this is where Tristana really becomes insane. Like in the early game, once she's in the hands of a master, then like literally you can, to the point of diving people under their turret. That's how much all in she can go if she is ahead. But she's not a very good lane trader, and she's not picked for her early game. She's picked for her ability to siege turrets, for her mobility, and for basically for her versatility in the late game. This is where, or in the mid to late game, this is where she becomes really, really, really good. So this is of course what we want to be playing around. In the mid to late game, you of course want to make sure that you don't fall off in terms of your farm. This is super important when you're playing any ADC. You are super duper gold dependent, and you never want to start slacking with this. You want to make sure that you always think about what makes the most sense gold wise, and you want to make sure we can actually kill her very soon. If she stays out, she doesn't. All right, because of our turret right there. So at this point, let's look at her. We can probably catch her, but Lux is going to be here very soon. We don't know where their mid laner is. Probably on his way. So we are going to be backing off. Maybe we can actually find their mid laner in a transition to us. Okay, he's actually still here. I'm going to check for a ward there. Going to put my control here. We're going to go in here in mid. We're going to take some of the farm. We're going to shove ahead, and hopefully we can actually push this turret. Like, you want to be looking for turrets at all times with Tristana, because she is like, literally you can shred turrets so freaking quickly that it's absolutely ridiculous, and it's so much fun. She is such a wow. I'm not going to die to that at all, so we're not going to be using heal. We should be all fine. In a moment, the Drake is coming up. So we want to make sure that we start looking for this. I'm going to try and call it, and I'm going to try and get this so we at least have some clear vision on it. All right, so what is my team doing at this point? I'll go up and I'll get some gold while we're waiting. Okay, so seeing as things are kind of... Okay, I should be back. I'll take this after. We'll make sure we get this, and then we'll go away. No fight should be starting now, because there's not much to fight about. We'll get the red buff, and then we'll go up. Okay, wow. They're forcing a fight. Actually turned out really nicely. But again, what you just see me doing, and what you should be doing as an ADC, is at all times, you want to play like with the mindset of you wanting to destroy the enemy nexus. And I know this is a weird thing to say, and like you might think obviously, but what I actually mean with this is you always want to optimize your gold. This guy is overextending. Okay, I do have my flash, but I don't want to use it. Right here, what we're going to do, we're going to put our mine on, and then we should be knocking her out and killing that target. So seeing as Kindred popped her ult, then what you can do is you can put an explosive charge on her, charge it up a bit, and then use your ult to knock her out of her ult, and that should just instantly kill her, because first of all, she won't get the healing benefit from her ult finishing, and also she'll just die directly from your explosive charge right after. So this is a very neat tactic. And also, like, in the laning phase, sometimes you can do a cheeky play if they force you under your turret, where you basically use your W onto the target to slow them, then you flash onto the other side in the early game, and then basically use your ult to push them under your turret. This is a very cheesy play. It can work, but it is also a high risk, high reward play. So don't do this every game, because you're probably not going to be succeeding. So right here, we'll just kind of move into the other side. But yeah, here in the mid to late game, make sure you keep your gold up. You are an ADC. Generally speaking, with team fighting on Tristana, you want to be playing her just like any other ADC. You want to be playing the backline. You want to make sure that you stay safe. And you want to actually use your rocket jump for this. As an ADC, it's always better to stay a little too safe for a moment than anything else. Ouch, that was actually really painful. You rather want to stay a little too safe and then use your W for repositioning. You can also go for flanks onto targets. This is going to be really high risk, high reward, and you have to know that you can instantly like completely elaborate, or what do you call demolish them, I guess. And by that, then re-jump out of the engage because you get the recharge from killing a target. So you got to kind of think about this when playing Tristana, that you also have the option. Let's say that we're playing this match, and let's say that Yasuo actually manages to get close to us. I don't want to fight a Yasuo being close to me, and maybe he puts up his wind wall. I'm in a really poor position. Then maybe the better option for me is actually to, that I see, I don't know, Kindred being off her ult or something else, is to jump into an engage that, yes, looks more risky, but allows me to really quickly kill Kindred in a fight, which then recharge my rocket jump again, allowing me to take a complete new position that is really far away from the initial biggest threat that I was up against before, which could have been Yasuo as an example. So really think with Tristana, you got to think about the fact that sometimes an offensive play on Tristana is actually the best defense. All right, so this should very easily be a nice kill. Sadly, we didn't really get an assist on this at all. We have a big minion wave down in the bot that I really don't like that we're giving up, but we'll go ahead. We'll push this. I do believe that we can push for an inhib because Yasuo is in the other side. Their Kai'Sa is dead, so putting pressure right here, we should be able to do something. Or we're just mindlessly fighting, sure. All right, so Raptors are coming up here pretty soon. I'm going to be fighting my entire team for them, so I'm not really going to go for it. I'm going to start moving down here, make sure we get as much gold as possible. Before we do so, we look at the map. We're like, okay, 40 seconds till next Drake, so we need to look for a back, because it takes us about 30 seconds to run to lane. So we want to make sure we just really quickly go down here. We shove this. This is going to give us lane prio and bot, and hopefully we'll be able to... Okay, for some strange reason, they are fighting. We've just lost Drake now. So that's not really much purpose for me to go up there. I'm going to be putting a ward down here. I'm going to risk and actually kill the next wave, because there's not that much I can do right now. If they go Drake, we will take this and then we'll back. Because they're all coming down here now to kill us. Cannot believe I'm not in bush. Anyway, we'll move back out. There's not much we can do right there. We'll get ourselves a pickaxe and we'll move back in. Hopefully we should be able to protect this turret. The previous turret, I did not believe that we would be able to do much about. So instead, we stayed out. We got a little extra gold. All right. So again, we're just trying to keep our gold up as much as we can. Or Warg is going down here. The thing is, we could potentially be 3 versus 5 as we move down to Drake. And this is a pointless fight. I really don't want this. Our odds of winning this are super slim. Like, super slim. But apparently, we are managing to. I'm going to run up here. I'm going to try and get ready for another reposition. I'm holding on to my ability. Oh. Apparently, Kai'Sa still had her ult. I wanted to use my W to reposition on the other side of this as their Yasuo would start moving to me again. I did not realize that their Kai'Sa was still alive, and especially that she had her ult. That did not really... I did not think of that. So, right here, looking at their team, their gold is pretty well shared all over. I'm going to start building a mortal reminder, mostly because I want to diminish some of the lifesteal, both from the Yasuo, but also from kind of the rest of their team. I kind of want this overall also because it is going to give us a little bit of that extra movement speed, which is really nice for kiting. It's just an overall really nice item for us at this point. So getting the red buff is probably a no-go since Warg is going to go ahead and take it. Veigar's mid or top laner's top. So what we want to do is we want to go down bot, get as much gold as we can. We'll first take the wave and then we'll move up and take golems. So as you see, at all times, I'm trying to just stay on top of getting as much gold as possible because this is the way that we manage to win the game. Like, yes, I have not been playing this perfectly at all. But I strongly believe that we can make sure that we're actually going to win this. I gotta hurry a little bit because I see that our team is actually starting a fight up here. So I'm gonna have to leave this farm because you can just see like they are playing so offensively even though I'm not there, which is just, yeah, it's kind of interesting, but I'm sure we'll make it work. But she completely wasted it. She literally flashed to try and grab that guy's soul. That was completely pointless. All right, so this is where we really want to try and take advantage of or really, really good pushing power. Right there, we are going to be able to kill that guy. We're going to hold the back line as much as we can. Keep kiting back. Just do whatever we can. If we can find a flank on somebody that makes sense, then we will do so. But otherwise, we will just play it pretty safe. But really nice. We are going to be able to get all of them. And now we should actually be able to almost push for victory. Because as you guys can see, I think we can actually finish this. Because we have so much pushing power. Using our explosive charge on it. You can see at the end of it, like I did not play this perfectly. I am in no means a pro player or an absolute beast on Tristana. I should have saved that for next turn. But it's just the fact that we were playing the fight somewhat correctly, playing the back line, waiting, holding on to our W for the right times, and knocking people away from us. Actually ended up winning us the game. Like that one fight, just having one good fight with Tristana can mean the world. And the fact that every time you kill somebody or you get full of your explosive charges on a target, that you can reset your rocket jump is so freaking powerful because it allows you to use it for kiting back, but it also allows you for an offensive play where you jump into the enemy, kill a target, and then re-jump out to another safe location. And you can also, like at the end fight there, I saw Kai'Sa in the right side of, like basically just across me. And I was considering whether or not I should go for a rocket jump onto her, kill her, and then rocket jump to safety again. And I might have done that in another world, but I saw that we were still winning the fight with the position I had, so I didn't need to. But that's the cool thing about Tristana. You can always evaluate what's best for her in the current scenario. Like you can say, okay, looking at the fight, we lose it if I go for the closest target. Well, look for somebody out of position. You can rocket jump onto them, kill them super quickly with explosive charge plus rapid fire cannon, and knock them back into their team. Like getting one E plus ult on a target and pushing them into their team with your ult can literally win you the fight. Because with your E, the explosive charge, then if you use your ult on a target that has the charge on them, then the explosive range of that explosive charge is going to be 50% larger, and therefore you're actually going to be able to hit more or less their entire team if they're standing pretty close, and that can literally win you the fight. But yeah, really try and think of creative ways of using your W and repositioning with it and resetting it. This is how you play it. But yeah, in the early game, it's very much just like playing it somewhat like looking for when you power spike and when you're stronger than the setup you're playing against. And whenever you want to be pushing that button and just going all in and annihilating them. And once you get into mid to late game, play objectives, keep up your gold, make sure you are with your team objectives. As an ADC, also make sure that you try and spend your gold before big objectives when you know a fight will come out. Sitting on 2,000 gold when you're starting to fight for an objective is like a worst case scenario, because the gold is not worth anything before you spend it. So being ahead with the gold in your pocket doesn't make sense. You have to spend it. So think about ways to make good backs. Look for the Drake timers. Be like, okay, there's 1 minute till Drake spawns. Within the next 20 seconds, then I need to back and buy for all the gold that I have. So yeah, I hope this kind of helped you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I feel like it's a really, really fun game. And yeah, make sure that on Tristana you use this her insane sieging power, because you can finish games so freaking rapidly if you just make use of it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you learned a thing or two. If you did, make sure to smash the like button. And if you are or not already subscribed, go ahead, do so down below. And yeah, if you want to see me live, go to twitch.tv/MipZ_live. I stream every single Friday. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, stay awesome, have fun, and take it easy, guys.